Tonight, Virginia's legal system is under a massive overhaul. Just hours ago, Lindsey Halligan was sworn in as the new U.S. Attorney for Virginia's Eastern District.
She replaces Erik Siebert, who resigned after pressure from the Trump administration to use the office for a federal investigation. Littlehales reports.
Tonight, turmoil surrounds Virginia's federal court system. U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District, Erik Siebert, a Trump appointee, is now out.
As I say, it's certainly an unusual situation. President Trump is an unusual president.
In his place steps Lindsey Halligan. This video of her earlier today in Washington, D.C. Halligan is one of President Trump's personal defense attorneys from the Mar-a-Lago documents scandal. She is licensed to practice law in Florida, but does not have any experience prosecuting cases. The change comes after a tumultuous weekend for former U.S. Attorney Siebert, whom President Trump referred to as a, quote, Democrat-endorsed Republican.
They have different priorities, and they usually want their own people. This is an unusual situation because the U.S. Attorney who was fired was in fact appointed by President Trump.
Siebert would not levy criminal federal charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James, whom herself investigated President Trump for fraud several years ago. The Eastern District of Virginia investigated whether the New York Attorney General committed loan fraud using a house in Norfolk. But several months and witness accounts later, no charges were brought against James, and Siebert was allegedly told to resign or be fired, opening the question of how Trump intends to use the federal court system.
Question: do most presidents want to be in the business of looking over the shoulder of their Justice Department all the time and saying, prosecute this person, don't prosecute that person?
Reporting, Littlehales for 13 News Now.
Former U.S. Attorney Erik Siebert died from a medical incident shortly after resigning around the start of President Trump's second term.